Hey, what's going on YouTube? So today I'm going to show you how to kind of fix this issue. This is the Canon G7X. It's the lens cap, or I don't think it's actually called the shutter, but as you can see it does not close fully all the way. Or then I'll open it for you and show you what it looks like. So it opens fully, but it closes only halfway. I got this camera at a pretty good discount because of this defect. So I'll show you how I fixed it the first time, and then it just kind of happened again, so I figured I might as well get it on tape this time. So here it is, on and off. So the first thing you're going to want to do is turn it on. Alright, so that way the thing is extended, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take the battery out. Boom, like that. Now this should keep it in this state like this. So we're going to have to go into full surgery mode, I guess. So now I'm going to take the battery out, and you're going to have to be very gentle. So you might even want to hold this second layer right here, the sleeve. Hold this and just kind of gently take that out like that. Alright, so now you can kind of see how these doors work. Now let's see if this thing will open and close with this thing off. So put the battery back on, and okay, so there is some kind of defect right there. But okay, so the good news is it's not that hard to do, but it is going to take a little bit of work. So you're going to leave it up like that, take the battery out just to be safe. And the way these things work is that they sit on these little pins right here. Okay, so let's just kind of take these off, and you have to kind of pay attention to these little things here. Indentation thing here. Just pay attention to those. This one, there are basically 3 kind of blades per side. The top has 3 and the bottom has 3. So it just kind of has like this little kind of thing poking out right there. This is the bottom blade, and this is the top blade. Okay, so what you're going to want to do first step is kind of have both of these in right in the middle so that they're not fully opened or closed. Alright, so you're going to go like that. Then what you're going to do is take the second blade and put it on top of that pin. So you have to kind of see that they fit inside this little hole right here. This little kind of indentation piece fits inside of that. So you're going to put that on top. Try to make sure you keep these in order, that way it's like a lot less headache later. Now instead of putting it on the pin first, you're going to loop it in this little area and then get on the pin. So that way it kind of closes and opens together. The tool you might need to use is something like this, or if you don't have one of these, just like a toothpick or something with a point where you can kind of maneuver stuff around a little bit. Yeah, right way. And the top one. Once you open the camera up to this extent, you might actually even want to clean these little blades too with like an alcohol wipe or something like that. See, every time you move it, these things come out, so you gotta make sure. Okay, and then the top piece. I'll take this one off for now. Maybe this is the second layer. Okay, that's why it wasn't fitting properly. So now this one should go on the top right here. No, this is definitely the top layer. You can see why a toothpick comes in handy for these things. Okay, so what I'm going to do is line that up in there first. Then the third blade. Maybe these ones are backwards. Maybe this is the bottom one. It does fit a lot easier. Okay, I had them reversed, my bad. See if that is the second. Okay, it's coming back to me a little bit. Here we go. I don't know how I got these things so reversed. But yes, that fits perfectly into there, so you get that little thing in. See this little piece here, goes underneath this. There's a hole here. So there's like a hole there. You got to get that piece underneath and then get it to go on this pin. So you get that piece underneath first. Yep. There you go. So now that this piece is underneath, then you got to loop this pin, this on the pin. There we go. Perfect. Now, this is the top blade right here. And that one is kind of, hopefully should just fall in place, but this is kind of the, at least for me, this is like the toughest one to get. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll try, before we seal it up, we will try to open it real quick. There we go. You see how that opened up? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on before I actually do this because I don't want these things to pop off. You saw how long that actually took. So this has a little indentation here, or it's like an outdentation. I don't know. This little piece sticks out. You see that little piece? And now that basically goes on this side so that the word Canon is up top. So you're just going to kind of do this here and not push it down too much on top of it. See, that should just slide in like that, and just kind of keep it on top, protecting it. If you go too hard, then you can lift it up a little bit, but let's see. So now is the test. Put the battery back in. You can see how much trouble I'm having putting the actual battery back in. So obviously I'm not like a super technical handy guy, but if I can do this thing, you can do it. And you can save some money on this camera, which is pretty expensive. Oh man, it's not working. Okay, so now we're gonna, maybe I put this cap on too hard, so I'm gonna lift it up just a little bit and try again. Okay, let's take this out. Let's try it like this. See if that's the issue. Oh, see? There it is. It closes. So now I'm just going to kind of gently put that on. And boom. We got it. Perfectly opening and closing. So the trick to this thing is finding out that there's 3 blades. There's a north set of 3 blades and a south set of 3 blades. And these 3 blades have a basal layer, which is like closest to the glass, a middle layer, and then a top layer. And basically these blades kind of close like that, and then one will overlap it like that, and the third one will overlap it totally. And the same thing's going on the bottom. You have this one that's very close to the glass, then this middle one that'll kind of come out like this, and then a third one that will overlap it like that. And you have to see how they fit on there. They all fit on this pin, and you have to see how they interact with each other. So when one closes, it kind of pulls the other one, because there's a little loop that's hooked in so that they're actually connected together. These blades aren't just sitting on top of each other, they're actually kind of connected to each other with these little hooks and loops. So there you go. And now, basically, now that you have this thing figured out, you can just try to push it down a little bit more. Once you push it down so much, it's going to be on those blades and not letting them do their thing. So you kind of want to get that perfect level. See, that's too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift a little bit and try again. It's still too much, so lift a tiny little bit, and there it is. It's a perfect amount right there. And now you know that if that ever gets stuck again, let's say, you know how to fix it. So don't worry about it. Don't have to send it into Canon, pay, you know, 200, 300 bucks or whatever they cost. Don't freak out. That is like the least issue of this camera. So if it works with this, it might work actually with a lot of cameras. This is my first time really ever doing an operation like this on a camera. So this is definitely not like, you know, a skill set that I have or I thought I had, but if I can do it, you guys can definitely do it. And I don't think there's too many people out there on YouTube showing you how to do this thing, so that's why I thought I would tape this video of me doing it and explaining how to do it, and hopefully that was helpful to you guys. Hopefully that saves you a few bucks, or hopefully you get kind of like me, a camera that someone thought was busted on eBay, and get it like at a really good discount because that person just didn't want to figure out how to fix it. But hopefully you'll get like a really good deal, and it'll be an easy, simple fix, and then you'll have a perfectly working camera for a really low price. So this is just to show you that once you got it, you basically got it. If your lens ever kind of does that again, then you can always check that first before you do anything else. And one other tip I'm going to show you, just give me a second. So like I said, I mean, pretty much the only tool that you will need for this little fix is like a toothpick or something sharp that you can control, like this little dental hook. These things you can all get for like $1 on eBay, or around that price range, you know, pretty much less than $5. But this is another little nice tool that once you open this up and you're kind of fiddling with the glass and the lens and stuff like that, this is like a really good way to kind of clean out your lens, get any fingerprints off of it. It's a pen that you can actually get on eBay for probably like $1 or $2. It's got a brush on this side, you know, if you have any stuff to clean out. But it has this like kind of mat right here. It's like a felt tip mat, and that really helps when you're kind of going to get any stuff off the lens, like any oils from your finger, anything like that. And that'll get it really shiny looking and fingerprint free. So 2 little tips for you today on how to fix, you know, this kind of camera issue. Don't freak out about it. Take your time looking at the blades and see how they work together, but try to follow. I know I couldn't get super good close-ups of stuff, but try to follow what I did, and hopefully it'll save you like $200 like it saved me. And thanks for watching. If you found this useful or whatever, share it with your friends if they are camera people, and you know, wouldn't mind if you subscribed and did all that good stuff. So thanks for watching, and take it easy. Like I said, it might actually work with other camera brands and models. Just make sure that this is something you can take off. I've never tried it. This is the only time I've ever done it, so I don't know if all cameras kind of work the same way. But yeah, quick and easy, not quick and easy, but a cheap fix to get your camera working to 100% function again. And you know, if you find someone on eBay selling this camera with a problem like this, then maybe you shouldn't be nervous and buy it for a good price, and you could fix it yourself and have a perfectly working camera. And I'll catch you on the next one. Alright, peace out.